Everybody able to hear me clearly? Still have 2 minutes to go. Hey Beth. Hi. Morning. Folks on Zoom, this is going to be 40 minutes for Zoom, so live is definitely better. I'm just going to do a quick check. Hang on. Live is definitely better. Okay. I can see everyone. Cindy, morning. Kenny, hi. Everyone. I'm going to start the yoga class in a couple of minutes. It's 10:58. Just wait 2 more minutes. And I have another phone here with me in case for comments and all. I don't have to get to the phone. So if you have any concerns, questions, feel free to message right now. All right. While we're starting, why don't we get in child's pose and start the way we start every Sunday. So first of all, namaste everyone. This is Vivek. We'll be tuning into our yoga class now. So let's get into child's pose and just center ourselves. There's not a lot of noise around you, so just if you want to play any music, I'm not allowed to play any music on Facebook due to copyright laws. So if you have anything you want to play in the background, feel free to do that. I think in a week or two, my plan is to start moving into handstands, things like that. It's a little tricky being at home and leading a class where I'm not able to watch anyone or go help someone. So trying to stick with the basics. So any complicated or advanced moves, you're free to do it on your own when we do crane or any other balance movements. But if you want to refrain from that and just back off a little, that's okay too, because we want to stick with the basics until this whole chaos with the quarantine thing is over, and then we can get into more complicated movements, but still we get a good workout in. All right, everybody's in child's pose. Just start to rise back up. You know the drill. In prayer pose, just drop your right ear to your right shoulder and let's stretch the neck. Drop the left shoulder a little bit down, so you'll feel that extra stretch on your neck. We're just warming up, so let's take it easy. And other side. And moving on to other side. Maybe 5 or 7 per side. That's number 4. And 5 each side. 5 is good, I think. It's all right. All right, let's face the front side of the mat. And let's just bring our right foot forward. Just gonna stretch. And place your elbows on your knee, right knee, or slowly start to bring both arms up in the air. You can even clasp your hands, join your hands together, stretch those elbows up, trying to get the leg working down, hands working up. Every movement 3 to 5 breaths. All right, stretch that front leg. Try to sit on the back leg and just stretch. And use your peace fingers to pull your big toe and just stretch, leading with your chest. The head can stay up, you're leading with your chest towards your knee. Alright, slowly switching sides. Same thing, other side. That was a loud thud. Elbows on the knee. Rising up. Inhale, look up. Again, if you have any balance issues, you look up, the balance gets worse. So you can look forward, look down, and get more balance using where you look at, your eyesight basically. And stretch back, hips to your heel, and stretch. Still warming up. Peace fingers, big toe. Alright, both feet forward, heels close to your hips. We do glute bridge, rising up, belly facing the sky, all the way up, and just hold. You can interlace your arms behind or just place your palms on the floor and use that pressure to push your hips towards the sky. Right. Right, slowly landing softly. Draw your knees towards your chest and just roll side to side. Alright, let left leg fall flat on the floor, right leg stretch up and flex that toe. You can flex that toe towards the ceiling or towards you. Get that extra stretch if you flex it towards you. Moving on to the other side. Left leg, same thing. Stretch it up, 90-degree angle or more, depending on your flexibility, of course. Release. All right, we'll move into plank now. All right. All right, so stay in plank for a little bit. For plank, again, index finger pointing forward, right? Elbows pointing in towards your rib cage. and from there spread your feet into downward facing dog. Again, plank without adjusting your hand or your hands or your feet, moving into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, heels to the floor, hips to the sky. You should be able to look at the wall behind you and just stretch. If you have any issues landing the heel to the floor or getting your hips to the sky, you can bend your knees a little bit and try to do the same thing. More stretch, extra stretch, more range of motion. You bend your knees. So the goal is to get your hips to the sky. Straighten out the legs, don't have much range of motion, bend your knees, reach for the same thing. Alright, from back to plank. Right, bring that right foot next to your right leg and just stay there. We're going to get into a runner stretch. So elbows on the floor, both the elbows on the floor. If you have any issues landing the right elbow on the floor, all you can do is modify left elbow on the floor, right hand on your knee, and push it out. For those who are ready, you can have both your elbows on the floor and just stretch. Back to rising up, right hand goes towards the sky. Alright, switching sides, back to plank. Left leg next to the left hand, left palm, both elbows on the floor. Again, same modification. Right, left knee, left hand connect. You can push the knee out. Both elbows on the floor if you're ready. Both palms on the floor, left hand goes for the sky, left palm towards the sky. You can gaze up. Balance goes bad, look down. Balance will improve. Look up when you're ready. Open your fingers wide. Fierce pose now, because we're getting into the yang of the practice, which means more strength, more balance, more fire, more heat. So use strength, energy. It's all good. Relaxation towards the end, yeah. Both palms on the floor, back to plank. Alright, now we do a quick vinyasa, which is a push up to an upward facing dog. Notice how the toes will roll flat. Looking up. Roll those toes into a push up, downward facing dog. That's your vinyasa. Every time we connect with the vinyasa, this is the movement. Push up, up dog, push up, down dog. Push ups are optional, you don't have to. Up dog, down dog, you can always go in child's pose. If it's getting too tiring, of course, you can skip the vinyasa, but have the constant flow. Alright. Bend your knees, jump or step forward, look forward, and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat, looking forward. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, both arms up in the air. Exhale to prayer pose. Here's a quick water break before we get into sun salutation, which means sun A, sun B. The whole thing. So you can take a quick water break. you have any questions, you can let me know on the window. Alright, we'll get into Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Alright, just like last week and the week before and the week before. Basic foundational movements, we can't skip these. Sometimes we have variations for this, but mostly it's going to be the same thing, just like your initial warm-up for boot camps or anything we do for foundational movements. Alright, so let's start. Feet together, front of the mat. Inhale, both arms up in the air. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Jump or step into a plank, into a push-up. We're connecting your vinyasa now. Upward facing dog. Rolling those toes. Looking up. Back to plank. Roll those toes again. Push up. Downward facing dog. You're going to stay here 5 breaths. We're going to do 5 rounds. 5 rounds of Sun Salutation A. Alright, inhale, look forward, bend your knees, jump or step forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, both arms up in the air. Back to prayer pose. Round 2. Someone please keep a track of rounds. I keep forgetting. Let's work it out together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step into a push-up or a plank, upward facing dog. Back to push-up, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. One more deep breath. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step forward into a forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, arms up in the air, back to prayer pose. Round 2 is done. Round 3, let's go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. You're going to pick up the pace now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step into a plank to push up. Or just in plank, up dog, push up, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold again. Inhale. Arms up in the air. Back to prayer. Round 4. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Jump or step. Plank to push up. Up dog. Push up. Downward facing dog. One more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Look forward. Bend your knees. Jump or step forward to forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up in the air. Back to prayer. One more round. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Jump or step into a plank. Go for a push-up. Up dog. Push up, downward facing dog. This is your 5th round of Sun A. Sun B coming up. We'll take a quick break after Sun A, so If anyone wants to get into child's pose instead of downward facing dog, please feel free to do so. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step forward. Do a forward fold. Halfway lift, fold again. Inhale, arms up in the air, back to prayer. Quick water break. Generally we go into Sun B, but let's take a break. Alright, let's start with Sun B. Sun B is going to be similar to Sun A, except there's going to be more push-ups and warrior poses. And we start with chair pose. Alright, so inhale, arms up in the air, chair pose, shoulders over your ears, elbows straight, hips facing the floor, knees and toes together. You can have your gaze fixated either on the floor or the ceiling, or straight forward. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Jump or step into a plank, push up, upward facing dog. All right. Push up, downward facing dog. Float that right leg towards the sky. Swing it between your hands. Back heel on the floor. Warrior A, warrior 1 on the right side, back to plank. Scoot that right leg behind. Push up, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Same thing left side. Float that left leg into the sky. Swing it between your hands. Back heel on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Back to plank. Push up, up dog. Push up, down dog. Five deep breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, both arms up in the air and back to prayer. We're gonna add 2 warrior poses each side now instead of 1. All right, inhale to chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Jump or step into a plank to a push-up, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Right leg in the sky. Swing it between your hands. Back heel on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Back to plank. Push up, up dog. Push up, down dog. Float that left leg towards the sky. Swing it, back heel on the floor. Warrior 1, left side, back to plank. We're moving fast now. Push up dog. Push up, down dog. Again, right leg in the sky. Swing it between your hands. Back heel on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Back to plank. push up, up dog, push up, down dog, left side, swing it, back heel on the floor, inhale, arms up, back to plank, push up dog, push up, down dog. 5 deep breaths, a lot of push-ups. One more round for Sun B. One more inhale, look forward, bend your knees, jump or step into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, arms in the air, back to prayer. This time, Sun B, we're going for 3 rounds. 3 warrior A each side. All right? All right, let's get started. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step into a push-up, upward facing dog. Push-up, down dog. Let the work begin. Right leg in the sky. Swing it between your hands. Back heel on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Back to plank. We're going to move fast, guys, everyone. Push up dog. Push up, down dog. Left leg in the sky. Swing it. Back heel on the floor. Warrior A, left side. Plank. Push up dog. Push up, down dog. Go at your own pace. Inhale, float that left leg, swing it, arms up, warrior A, plank, push up dog, push up, down dog, left leg in the sky, swing it, back heel on the floor. Inhale, warrior A, back to plank, push up, upward facing dog, push up, down dog. Right leg in the sky, swing it, back here on the floor. Inhale, warrior A, back to plank, push up dog, push up, down dog. Left leg in the sky, swing it, back here on the floor. Inhale, arms up, exhale, back to plank, push up dog, push up, down dog. We're working. Sweat should see sweat all over the place now. I can. Good stuff. Five deep breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step forward into a forward fold. Halfway lift, fold again. Inhale, both arms towards the sky. Back to prayer. Quick water break. I know I'm breathing in the mic. I'll keep the mic away. Sun B is done. Not bad, not bad. getting back on our mats. Right. I'm going to get into some quick warrior poses, because again, foundational movements, we can't skip them. I don't like to skip them, and this is the best we can do remotely. Simpler movements. Simple doesn't mean it's easy, right? All right, feet together, prayer pose. All right, front of your mat. You're going to scoot that left leg behind into warrior A. You've done warrior A in Sun B, so you know what warrior A is. Now we're trying to get this pose aligned. So front foot facing forward, left foot 45 angle. Your hips are squared, right? Arms are up. One way to square your hips is, if your right leg is forward, bring the left hand forward. You'll see a difference. Your body will twist. So this is another way to kind of have some sort of self accountability to align yourself. All right, now every time you inhale, rise up a little, exhale, go deeper in that lunge. And we're going to hold this for 5 deep breaths. Both arms up, opening up to warrior B. Warrior B, back foot makes an adjustment. Instead of 45 angle now, you have more bandwidth. You're going to use 90-degree angle. So again, the tendency is to do this. You want to refrain from that. Pull back. Both palms to the sky is an option. Face down, whatever works. All right, reverse. Left hand, left hamstring. Right hand goes back. Look at your fingertips of the right hand. Slide, elbow bend, slide. 5% micro bend. Five breaths. Back to warrior B. Right, straighten that front leg now. Close that gap a little bit. We're gonna get into quick triangle pose. So left hip goes out, right hand goes forward, and then you lean down. Find the floor, find the ankle. Idea is to open up your chest. I'm looking at the camera, so my chest is going to look at you. You can face the wall or look at the camera too, whatever works. But sort of 90-degree angle from the floor. Now find the floor, fingertips, knuckles, ankle, shin. Doesn't matter how low you go, idea is to open your chest up. And rising up, bending the front knee again, warrior B. Swinging to warrior A. Now when you move to warrior A, back heel foot will make that adjustment. All right, 45 angle together, seamless movement. Back to prayer, standing front of your mat. And now we're going to do the same thing on the left side, right? Yep. Right leg back to prayer, right leg scoot back, 45 angle, warrior A on the left side. Inhale, both arms up, and now left leg is doing the lunge, so right hand can come out to sort of again keep you accountable from squaring your hips point of view. Opening up to warrior B. Back heel will make that adjustment, 45 to 90 degrees. Palms facing the sky, palms facing down, looking forward. All right, reverse. Right hand, right hamstring, left elbow, slight bend, gaze at your left fingertips. Right, back to warrior B. Straighten the front leg. Now getting into triangles. So close the gap a little bit if you want to. Making that adjustment. Right, and now right hip will go back, left hand will come out, right hand can stay behind, go forward, and then find the floor, opening up the chest on the opposite side. All right, slowly with every breath you'll find more flexibility. So inhale, look up, exhale, try to find the floor. Inhale again, try to find that floor. Eventually your fingertips touch the floor. You can make use of your knuckles or palm straight up for those who are extremely flexible. All right, inhale up again, bend that front knee to warrior B. Swing your hand into warrior A. This is your transition. Now back to prayer at the top of your mat. Now that we've covered the basic warrior poses, let's take a quick water break and we get into crescent warrior and some balance movements. Right, and I'm trying to combine a couple of balance movements, upper and lower both. So let's take that water break real quick. This is better, probably. All right, let's get back to our mats. We're gonna get into crescent warrior. All right, front of your mat, back to prayer pose. So now you scoot your left leg behind. Crescent warrior is just like warrior A, except the heel is not on the floor, so you're on your toe. This is what you do in the gym, lunges basically. All right, so this is a crescent warrior pose. Same thing, but you feel a different stretch. Instead of the inner thigh, you feel it on the front thigh. All right, both arms up. Crescent warrior is relatively easier, I feel, because a lot of people are used to gym type exercise movements, which makes it easier for them because you do lunges on a daily basis. I mean, not daily, I'm exaggerating obviously, but you get the idea. It's more frequent than a warrior A. Right. Clasp your hands together, fingertips pointing towards the sky. Change the movement here slightly. Now, from here, I'll have to move my mic. All right, so you face me as I face you. All right, we're getting into a side deep lunge. For those who want to stay into lateral lunge, you can do that. Fingertips on the floor, knuckle on the floor. For those who are ready, we go that extra stretch. In this case, back foot is flat. All right, the other side, toe is pointing towards the sky. No hands on the floor. If you have to take support, obviously you do that. But if not required, you just stretch it out. Slowly coming up. And now we do the crescent warrior on the other side. We're facing the other side of the mat. Kind of weird, but good weird, I hope. Inhale, arms up. All right, facing forward, and now deep lunge on the other side. So lateral lunge if you want to, you can stay right here, knuckle on the floor, just stretch. But for those who are ready, let's make that adjustment and find a happy spot where your foot is flat, your arms are off the floor, and you can point forward. Slowly getting back up. And now sumo squat right at the center. All right, you're going to use your elbows to open up the knees. Just going to stay there. Now we're going to close the gap. Close the gap. Slowly walking in, transitioning into chair pose. So from a sumo squat we went right into chair pose. Now chair pose, you want to rise up, join the knees together, and then go back down. Now close that gap. If you have that gap, it's okay, no big deal, but if you can try, close that gap. I'm hungry. All right, rising up on your toes, straight up on your toes. Try to balance yourself. If you fall off, it's okay. And then back to chair pose, except this time do single leg chair pose. So right leg and forward. The mat's a bit squishy. I want to step off the mat. Gives me better balance. You can do the same thing. One more breath. Feet together. Standing tall on your toes. And now other side. So back to chair pose. Left leg out. Feet together. Rising tall. Back on your mat. Back to prayer pose. We're gonna get into a yogi squat. Sorry, forgot the name. Yogi squat. So feet, after you come out of the chair pose, feet are together. So shoulder width. We're gonna get into 5 basic squats. Okay, and then we're gonna stay isometric in that one of the squats. So 5 basic squats. When you go for a squat, toes are still pointing forward. If you're getting into a squat and you flare them out, you got to stop. So if this is how far you can go, stay right there. If anyone can go lower than that, go for it. That's all. You stay in that yogi squat. All right, you can use your elbows to push the knees out a little bit, not too much. And now we're gonna get up again. That's squat 1. Again, I need to make sure I don't tear my pants. Three, 4. One more squat. And now this one, we're going to stay there. Alright, so while you're in that yogi squat, just get your triceps on your knees and start warming up the wrist. Alright, just circular movements, 10 each direction. And now let's reverse direction. If you're done 10 times, you don't have to be perfect about it. 8 to 10 is good. Just make sure it's balanced. Alright, both palms on the floor, knees on the floor, fingertips pointing opposite to each other, and you're going to lean on one side just to warm up those wrists. Now if you have wrist issues, you might want to skip this. Alright. Other side. Same thing again. Other side. Fingertips pointing forward and leaning forward now. Again back and leaning forward. Alright, fingertips facing you, pointing towards you. And now we interlace our feet together. Try to connect your heels to your hips without raising your palms. Alright, go as far as you can. Let's say you're here and your palms have to rise up, you stop right there. Let's stretch your wrists. So if you can sit all the way down without raising your palms, great. Make that slight adjustment if you have to. Idea is to stretch your forearms and your wrist. You don't have to be rigid in one pose. You can just move around and find that comfortable spot where you're pushing yourself but not getting injured. Right? Alright. Back to Seiza, the way we started it. Stretch your wrist. Looking forward, down. Same thing, left side, stretch back. Stretch this side. And let's get into crane preparation. So for those who are not familiar with crane, I recommend getting a pillow, something that you can land on softly. Alright, so I have a pillow for demonstration purposes. Now for crane, again we get into a combination of wrist movement, wrist flexibility and yogi squat. That's why we were preparing for this. So now you're in the yogi squat. Alright, let me show you what's going on here. Your fingers again are going to point forward, index finger especially pointing forward. Your knees are on your triceps or your elbows. Okay, now you want to get off the mat for this, it's up to you. It's okay on the mat too, just a little bit squishy, wobbly, so you can get on the wooden floor or whatever floor you have at home. And now you slowly start to raise one foot up. Okay, and when you're ready, you raise the other foot up. If you're not ready, here's what I would recommend doing. Right, side profile. What you're gonna do is raise one foot at a time, and where your head is supposed to land, you keep the pillow so you don't smash your face. Right, so right foot is up, left foot goes up only when you're ready. And if you have to come out of it, go back. Okay, don't fall forward. But if you do, hopefully this will protect you. But if you're not ready, please get into child's pose and just breathe. Okay, those who are ready, let's get into crane. About 15 to 20 seconds, not much. A quick tip: you're doing this, don't use elbow cream or knee cream. Slipping all over the place. You come out of it when you're ready. Just keep the pillow back to keep other members in the house happy. Alright, I'm gonna get into quick, simple 2 core movements. Alright, the balance part is done. This is core and balance together. So side elbow plank, just raise your hips, palms to the sky. And switch sides. Same thing, palm on the floor. You can continue doing the same thing again, but you can be on your palm too. Just a little bit extra effort. Oops. Switching sides. Back to plank. Let's face front of the mat. I think you already are. Alright. Something more for the wrists. Then we get into yin. Okay? So we'll go 5 slow-mo push-ups. 2 seconds to go down, 2 seconds to come up. But your fingertips are going to face you. Wrist issues, skip it. If you have wrist issues, stay on elbow plank for the amount of time we do this, or just stay in child's pose. Right? So wrist pointing towards you. We're going to go into plank and 5 push-ups, which means 2 seconds to go down, 2 seconds to go up. Ready with me? Let's go. 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, 1, 2, up, 2. Nice. All right. Let's get into some yin. Your wrist should be feeling really stretched and warmed up and stronger now, hopefully. All right. So let's get into yin. We're going to start with scorpion, which means you're flat on your stomach, both palms out. You can have your chin on the floor and raise that right leg up. Try to tap it to the left palm. I don't think I can, but you can. You do it. Slowly switching sides. Now I'm going to kick my piano. Left leg up. Right, not bad. Midway. Good. Release. I'm going to get into something called the pigeon. You know this one. So knee in between your hands. You're going to scoot the heel as far as you can to make a 90-degree angle. Back foot is toes are on the floor. You're going to look up, inhale, and then into pigeon. Forehead on the floor. Hey Kelly, I don't know how to play the guitar. I know how to play the piano. I bought that guitar in December as a Christmas gift to myself. I've been telling myself I want to learn and play it. So if I do end up playing it, it'll be very much out of tune. But I can try, hopefully before the Christmas this year. Thanks for noticing though. Alright, switching sides. Same thing, other side. I saw your comment just now. I think you posted earlier. I was too busy dying with you all. come out of this pigeon pose. We're going to lay down on our backs now. Alright, so bend your right knee towards your chest, and using your left hand on the right knee, we're going to go for a spinal twist. So pulling that knee on the left side, stretch. Yeah, that was a lot of push-ups for the first 30 minutes, I know. I did it with you all. I know how that felt. You can cuss me out, it's okay. I'm missing all that. Seriously missing Soldier Fit and listening everyone cuss me out, saying, where the hell did you come there? Where the hell did you come up with those exercises? And I look forward to seeing you all soon, yeah? It's been a while. Alright, switching sides. Same thing, left side spinal twist. I don't want to accidentally hit my mic. Let's come out of that pose, get into a quick fish pose before we get into Shavasana. So legs straight out, elbows towards your ribcage, just throw your head behind. And this is what jokingly I call the Netflix watching pose. This is how you watch Netflix at home. Not reverse though, yeah, not upside down. Unless you install your TV upside down. Okay, I'll stop. Alright, release. And now, if you have to turn off the lights in your house or just turn off the music, Shavasana is supposed to be practiced without any music, without any background. I make music, I try and put music on in the gym because there's people doing all sorts of weight training on the other side, so to dim that sound. Alright, palms facing the sky, feet open, relax. Stay in this pose for a little bit. If you end up taking a nap, have a good Sunday. I'm gonna end the practice in Shavasana. You can stay there as long as you want to. Alright, just wake up before 2, please. Have your lunch. Namaste, everyone. See you next week.